You could spend $20,000 upgrading your home and still have it look cheap. And the worst part is that the mistakes are usually not in your budget, but in your decisions. Today we're counting down 10 upgrades secretly working against you. Stay until the end because number 1 is the one I see in almost every home I have ever walked into. Starting with number 10, your TV is mounted too high. Call this the neck cramp mistake. The center of your TV should sit around 42 inches from the floor or close to eye level when you're sitting on the sofa. When the TV sits above the fireplace or too high on a wall, the whole room feels unbalanced. Lower it, keep it closer to eye level, and pair it with a low media console. A simple console can cost $150 to $400 and instantly makes the wall feel more finished. And if your TV wall feels wrong, wait until you see what bad art does next. Moving on to number 9, you're using generic matching art sets. One $120 piece beats 3 $40 prints almost every time. Matching abstract sets feel easy because the colors and frames already go together, but the room starts to look staged instead of personal. A better move is to find one stronger piece from Etsy, a thrift store, a local artist, or a vintage shop. You can usually find something interesting in the $80 to $200 range. The size matters more than people think. A small print floating on a large wall can make the whole room feel unfinished. Art does not need to be expensive. You can use affordable prints, local art, vintage finds, family photos, or even your own generated prints. The important part is intention. And once the art feels intentional, the next thing that can completely shrink a room is the rug underneath it. Number 8 is the rug that fits your room. Here's the rule. The front legs of all main furniture pieces should sit on the rug, and for a standard sofa, an 8x10 rug is usually the minimum. A 5x8 rug often looks too small in a living room because it sits under the coffee table, leaving the furniture floating around it. That makes the room feel disconnected. The sofa looks separate from the chairs. The coffee table looks stranded. The whole layout feels smaller than it really is. Upgrading from a 5x8 rug to an 8x10 can cost around $200 to $500 depending on the material and style, but the visual difference is huge. A larger rug makes the furniture feel connected, and the room feels more expensive without adding more furniture. The next one is where style starts to fall apart fast. On number 7, you're mixing random trends instead of building a clear style. Farmhouses had a huge moment from 2016 to 2019. Industrial style was everywhere around 2014 to 2017. Japandi became popular around 2020 to 2022. Each one can work on its own, but when a home mixes all of them without a plan, the room starts looking confused. Trends are not the problem. Random choices are the problem. If you want your home to feel expensive, every new piece needs to connect to something else. Repeat colors, shapes, materials, or finishes. That repetition makes the room feel intentional. If you use black hardware, bring black into the lighting or frames. If you use warm wood on the dining table, repeat warm wood somewhere else. And nowhere does that accidental feeling show up faster than in the bedroom. Coming in at number 6, the bedding looks too matched. A $400 mattress can look luxurious, and a $2,000 one can look like a college dorm if the bedding is wrong. A full matching set feels easy because everything goes together, and that is exactly why it can look cheap. A better bed needs layers. Use clean sheets, a solid duvet, 2 contrasting pillows, and 1 texture pillow. You can usually do this for around $150 to $250, and it looks much more expensive than a full matching set. We're in the top 5 now, and these affect every room in your home, not just one corner. Most people waste $4,000 to $8,000 on furniture that doesn't work together. They buy a sofa just because it was on sale, a rug because it looked nice online, and a chair as they needed to fill a corner. Mood board first. Pinterest or Canva is free, and 30 minutes can save you thousands. Put the sofa, rug, wall color, lighting, art, and hardware together before you buy anything. If something feels disconnected on the board, it'll feel disconnected in the room. And if you think small details don't matter, number 4 proves they do. The 4th mistake is builder-grade hardware. Builder pulls can cost around $2 to $4 each. A better pull usually costs around $8 to $18 each. The average home can have 40 to 60 hardware pieces across cabinets, drawers, and doors. So the full upgrade often lands around $250 to $600. That sounds small compared to a renovation, but it changes how the home feels every day. Builder-grade hardware is often thin zinc alloy with a nickel coating, and that coating can wear through in a couple years. You feel the difference every time you open a cabinet. Because even good hardware can't save a room when the lighting makes everything feel flat, now we hit number 3, and this one changes how the whole room feels. Flat lighting. The problem isn't always which bulbs you have. The problem is that the overhead light is doing all the work. Most homes only have one layer of lighting, and that makes everything look flat. Use 3 layers: overhead, task, and accent. Overhead gives general light. Task lighting helps you read, cook, or work. Accent lighting adds warmth and depth. A quick tip is to check the temperature of the bulbs. A 2700K bulb feels warm, closer to candlelight. A 4000K bulb feels cooler and more like an office or hospital. But even great lighting can't fix a room where the proportions feel completely off. At number 2, the scale is wrong. This is one of the biggest reasons a room feels off even when everything in it is nice. The art feels a little too small. The rug doesn't really hold the furniture together, the coffee table feels tiny next to the sofa, and the lamp sits at an awkward height. Everything may be nice on its own, but together, the room feels like it has no strong focal point. There are a few simple measurements designers use that instantly make a room feel more balanced. Art above a sofa should be at least 2/3 the width of the sofa. A coffee table should be around 2/3 the length of the sofa. And a floor lamp usually looks best when the light source sits around 60 to 65 inches from the floor, roughly at eye level when standing. Small decor can be dangerous because it feels harmless. After a while, the room has too many little pieces and no real focal point. Your eye has nowhere to land. Choose fewer pieces with stronger size. Let the room breathe. Use one larger piece of art instead of 5 tiny ones. Use a coffee table that matches the sofa. Use lamps with height. And number 1 has nothing to do with furniture, decoration, or even money. Number 1 is the mistake that quietly ruins everything: visible clutter and unfinished details. I see it in 9 out of 10 homes. It costs $0 to start fixing, and almost nobody actually does it. This is the one I mentioned at the beginning. The biggest mistake is usually not the sofa, the rug, or the cabinets. It's all the stuff sitting in the wrong place. In the kitchen, the eye lands on countertop clutter before it lands on the cabinets. A mixer, mail, drying rack, random bottles, and small appliances can make even a beautiful kitchen feel busy. You may have expensive counters, but if every surface is covered, the kitchen feels unfinished. Clear one main surface and give every daily item a home. In the bathroom, 5 product bottles on the sink can make the space read more like a pharmacy than a spa. Put daily products in a tray, drawer, basket, or a cabinet. The sink area should feel clean because that's the first thing people notice. In the entryway, keys, bags, shoes, and loose items can ruin the first impression. A simple basket for shoes, a tray for keys, and one clear landing spot can change the whole feeling. Cords are a part of this too. A beautiful lamp loses impact when the cord runs across the floor. A styled media console looks cheaper when wires hang behind it. Use cord covers, cable boxes, clips, and better outlet placement. Hide what doesn't need to be seen. Storage matters because clutter returns when items have no home. Pull-out organizers, baskets, drawer dividers, trays, and clothes storage make the home easier to live in. Visual clutter triggers the same stress response as physical disorder. Your brain can't relax when it has too many decisions to process. You didn't need more money. You needed fewer things in the wrong place. Next video is on your screen right now.